What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Bleed here on By Any Means TV, connected with By Any Means podcast. Today we're talking about hoax war on drugs. Who's policing the police? Every 25 seconds, someone in America is arrested for drug possession. The number of Americans arrested for possession has tripled since 1980, reaching 1.3 million arrests per year since 2015. 6 times the number of arrests for drug sales. In 2020, there's been 1/50 of the incarcerated population, or 400,516 people, individuals serving time for drug charge, or another 1.5 million people on probation or parole for drug-related offenses. But addiction in law enforcement is also a high percentage of that number. But things like that get swept under the rug. So ask yourself, what about this number and this percentage of law enforcement who's out here selling drugs and doing drugs? Why don't they talk about that being a percentage? Are we fighting a war, a never-ending war, where the same participants who's supposed to be fighting this war also have joined this war? It's unbelievable what's really going on. But hey, addiction within law enforcement, the community is widespread across America, and it's a serious problem. 1 out of 4 police officers on the street has an alcohol or a drug abuse issue or a substance abuse problem. Amongst the police officers are estimated to range between a 20% to a 30%. As compared to 10% of the general population. That's pretty serious. That's a pretty heavy thing. That this is in law enforcement and going on. But nobody's talking about this. Remember again, these are the same law enforcement who's supposed to be fighting the issue have joined the issue. It's gangsters. It's a whole nother game. Police need to police themselves better. Who's policing the police? Since more and more every day, they've joined the ranks of the criminals, the drug users, per se. So is this a problem, this war on drugs, or is this a choice? This is a war on a choice. Think about it. Since 1971, the war on drugs has cost the United States an estimated $1 trillion. Since 71, I think not. I think that's very high, because in 2015, the federal government spent an estimated $9.2 million every day to incarcerate people charged with drug-related offenses. That's more than $3.3 billion annually, and a lot of those dudes were cops, selling drugs, using drugs. But they're incarcerating minority people or white folks hanging with minority people who either selling drugs or got a problem using drugs. In 2021, the war on drugs has cost the American taxpayer $36 billion US. In 2021, how many months are we in 2021? And climbing, and we're only in the first quarter. And some of those people fighting the war are the same players. Now ask yourself, would you sit down at a table, at a card game, with 3 people that grew up together and you being the stranger? I don't think so. But we've been playing this game since 1971. The amount spent annually in the U.S. war on drugs is $47 billion. And the same officers that are entrusted with the public safety of the citizens are out here high, making arrests or dealing drugs as well.